I'm sure you've heard of the term blast from the past, but it isn't very often that you hear the term blast from the future. But I think this is exactly what comes to mind when you look at the BMW CE04. This scooter looks straight out of a sci-fi movie. Well, there is more to this scooter than the way it looks, and like you, I am eager to find out what this scooter is all about.
The CE04 is the most expensive electric scooter on sale in India at this point, and it certainly looks the part.
When you look at the CE04, you think that the designers were given free rein, and I would pat BMW's back for that. It's like the designer's imagination has been allowed to run wild, and you can see it in the shape of the apron, the side panels, the bench-like seat, and the minimal rear. I also like the single-sided swing arm. It offers a very unique look to the scooter, and it looks as if it's landed from another planet. So much so that whenever you stop at a signal or wherever you're on the road, people just stop and stare. They've not seen anything like this on the road. So as a rider, you feel very special when people are checking out your ride. And I think that really adds to the special feeling when you're riding the BMW CE04.
Even the fit, finish, and attention to detail is typically BMW. Everything feels solidly put together, and even the TFT instrument cluster is crisp and legible. Speaking of the display, you can use the menus displayed on the screen to select various settings, including the ride modes.
Now, the scooter has 4 ride modes: Eco, Rain, Road, and Dynamic. And these modes alter the responsiveness of the throttle and the amount of regen. In Eco mode, the regen is the strongest, so much so that you don't even need to touch the brake when you want to come down to a stop. Whereas when you switch to rain mode, the throttle response is a little on the duller side, but that's good because when I'm riding over, say, Mumbai's broken and wavy concrete on a wet concrete, it offers a sense of control. The acceleration feels a lot more linear. When you switch to road mode, it offers a good balance between the amount of regen and the responsiveness of the throttle. But when you switch to dynamic mode, that's when you have a lot of fun. The scooter feels peppy and responsive and gets past 100 kilometers an hour with a lot of ease.
All of these modes are calibrated so well that riding the BMW CE04 feels natural.
More importantly, the acceleration is easy and measured. And even if you're a newbie, you won't be startled with the amount of acceleration that the scooter offers. So you don't get this real kick or this pull that will take you by surprise. And I think that's a good thing that BMW has engineered. At the same time, I have to say that the scooter is quite quick. And whether you're riding in the city or on the highway, the scooter never feels strained at all.
As for the crucial bit about battery life, we subjected the CE04 to BikeWale's standard efficiency test cycle. It managed to cover an impressive 128 kilometers before needing a recharge, and that's more than enough for a city scooter.
I know what you're thinking. This bench-like seat appears to be uncomfortable, but it isn't actually the case. The foam density is actually quite good. This is a firm seat, but let me get on it. And as you can see, it is quite roomy and spacious. The foam padding, as I said, is decent. And if you're going to ride the scooter in the city, then it's quite comfortable, reasonably comfortable, I would say. But if you're thinking of going over long distances, looking at the range of over 100 kilometers, then I would suggest don't ride over 100 kilometers in one go. You should take a few breaks because the seat isn't really as comfortable to sit for 100 kilometers in one stretch. As for the floorboard space, there's quite a lot of room. I wear size 10 boots, and as you can see, there's a lot of room for my feet, both when I keep them like this, as well as when I've stretched it out like this, as in a maxi scooter. So the handlebar is again within easy reach. It's very easy to turn the scooter, as you can see. And overall, the ergonomics are quite comfortable.
Speaking of comfort, the ride of the CE04 also came as a surprise.
Well, the ride is firm, but it isn't bone-shakingly so. In fact, riding over 600 kilometers, over various bumpy sections, over potholes, undulations, and irregular patchwork, the suspension actually did a pretty good job of soaking everything up without tossing me off the seat. As for the handling, again, it's very planted, very predictable, and you do get used to this long wheelbase. Now, this wheelbase is actually longer than that of the BMW R1300 GS. But once you get used to it, you can filter through traffic with ease. And I feel this is a very, very planted and safe scooter. So whether you're a new rider or an experienced rider, you will have a lot of fun on the scooter, especially around corners.
Braking in conjunction with regen is quick, predictable, and reassuring at all times. The scooter comes with all LED lighting, large TFT display with Bluetooth connectivity and navigation, and it also gets a vented storage compartment with a USB-C charger. As part of the options package, the scooter gets dynamic traction control, tire pressure monitoring, ABS Pro, and adaptive headlights.
Yes, this is an expensive scooter, but it is also a very unique scooter that offers a rather special experience. There's nothing like this on our roads. And even if it sells, it will be in very small numbers, and that adds to the novelty factor. This is a scooter that you buy to make a statement that says that you are environmentally conscious, but at the same time, you desire to ride a scooter that's quite unique in the way it looks. Now, it has the BMW badge, it has the sales and service backup, and on the whole, it is a scooter that makes you feel very special. And I think that makes the money totally worth it.